Hello, my dear students. Welcome to today's lesson. I hope you are all doing well and excited to learn English. Today, I want to share a special story with you. But this is not just any story, it's my story. I want you to imagine that you are walking with me, spending the whole day together. You will see how I use English in my daily life, from morning until night. You will hear the words I speak, the conversations I have, and the little things I do to practice English every day. Learning a language is like a journey. Some days it feels easy, other days it feels difficult. But I have learned one important lesson. If you practice every day, you will improve. I am not a native English speaker, but I use English as much as I can. I speak it, I listen to it, I read it, and I write it. I make mistakes, but that's okay, because every mistake is a lesson. In this story, you will follow a day in my life and see how I use English in different situations. You will hear how I talk to myself in the morning, how I order coffee at a cafe, how I help a tourist with directions, and how I relax at the end of the day by watching English videos. As you listen, I want you to think about your own daily life. How can you use English more? Can you talk to yourself in English? Can you order food in English? Can you watch English videos before bed? Now, let's begin our journey. Come with me and see how I practice English every single day. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want you to imagine that you are with me. I am going to take you through my morning routine and show you how I use English in my daily life. So, let's begin. Beep, beep, beep. My alarm clock is ringing. I slowly open my eyes and look at the clock. It's 6:30 in the morning. Oh, it's time to wake up, I say to myself. But my bed is so warm and comfortable, I don't want to get up. I close my eyes again for just a few seconds. But then I remember, no, I have things to do today. I have to practice my English and start my day. I stretch my arms and yawn. Ah, I feel sleepy, I say. But I take a deep breath and tell myself, today is a new day. Today is a great day to learn something new. I slowly sit up and put my feet on the floor. The floor is a little cold. Brr! That's cold, I say with a small laugh. Then I stand up and walk to the bathroom. When I enter the bathroom, I look in the mirror. My hair is messy. My eyes are still sleepy. Wow, I look like a bear, I say and laugh. I take my toothbrush and put some toothpaste on it. Then I start brushing my teeth. Brush, brush, brush. I look in the mirror and say, my teeth are getting clean and shiny. After that, I rinse my mouth with water. Ah, now my mouth feels fresh. Next, I wash my face with cold water. Splash, splash. The cold water touches my skin, and I shiver. Wow, that's so cold. But now I feel awake, I say. After washing my face, I take a towel and dry myself. Then I comb my hair. Now I look better, I say, smiling at myself in the mirror. Now it's time for breakfast. My stomach is making a funny noise. Grrr. Oh no, I am so hungry, I say. I walk to the kitchen and open the fridge. What should I eat today? I ask myself. I see some eggs, bread, and butter. Great! I will make eggs and toast, I say happily. I take out a pan and put it on the stove. Then I crack 2 eggs into the pan. Sssss! The eggs start cooking, and the smell fills the kitchen. This smells delicious, I say. While the eggs are cooking, I put 2 slices of bread into the toaster. Click! I press the button, and the toaster starts working. I wait for a few seconds, and then, pop! The toast jumps up. Perfect! Nice and crispy, I say. I take a plate and put the eggs and toast on it. Then I spread some butter on the toast. The butter melts. Wow, that looks so good, I say. I also make a cup of coffee. The smell of hot coffee makes me feel happy. I love the smell of coffee in the morning, I say. Now, I sit at the table and start eating. This is delicious, I say after the first bite. I take another bite and say, the eggs are soft, the toast is crunchy, and the coffee is warm. What a great breakfast. While I eat, I practice my English. I talk to myself. Today, I will practice more English. I will listen, speak, read, and write in English. I will use English everywhere. Then, I take my notebook and write some simple sentences. Today is a beautiful day. I am learning English every day. I feel happy and excited. After writing, I read my sentences aloud. Speaking English helps me feel more confident, I say. Now, breakfast is finished. I wash my plate and cup. Then I check the time. Oh, it's already 8 a.m. Time to go outside and start my day, I say. I put on my shoes, take my phone, and open the door. I take a deep breath. Ah, the fresh air feels nice, I say. Then, I step outside, ready to use English in the real world. After finishing my breakfast at home, I decide to go outside. I love walking in the morning because the air is fresh and the city is waking up. People are walking on the sidewalks, cars are moving on the roads, and birds are chirping in the trees. As I walk, I start thinking, I really want a cup of coffee. The warm smell of coffee is already in my mind. I know the perfect place, a small cafe near my house. After a few minutes, I reach the cafe. I stand outside for a moment and look at the big glass windows. Inside, I can see people sitting at tables, enjoying their drinks. Some people are reading newspapers, some are working on their laptops, and some are just relaxing. I take a deep breath and say to myself, all right, let's go in and practice some English. I open the door and a small bell rings. Ding ding. The warm smell of coffee fills the air. That smells so good, I whisper to myself. The cafe is cozy, with soft lights and relaxing music playing in the background. I see the menu board above the counter. There are many options: espresso, cappuccino, latte, black coffee, and more. I think for a moment, then decide, I'll order a cappuccino today. The cashier is a friendly woman wearing a black apron. She smiles at me and says, hello, welcome. How can I help you today? I smile back and reply, hello, I would like a cappuccino, please. She nods and asks, sure. Would you like it small, medium, or large? I think for a second and say, I'll take a medium, please. She types my order into the computer and then asks, would you like sugar or any extra flavor? I shake my head and reply, no, thank you. Just a cappuccino. She smiles and says, all right, that will be $4, please. I take out my wallet and give her the money. Here you go, I say. She takes the money, puts it in the cash register, and hands me a small receipt. Thank you. Your cappuccino will be ready in a few minutes. Please wait at the counter, she says. Thank you so much, I reply with a big smile. I step aside and wait near the counter. There are a few other people waiting for their drinks, too. I look around and listen to the sounds of the cafe, people chatting, coffee machines making noise, and soft music playing in the background. I hear some people speaking English at a nearby table. They are talking about their weekend plans. I try to listen carefully and understand their conversation. Listening to real English conversations is a great way to learn. After a few minutes, the barista calls out, "Medium cappuccino for—" She pauses for a moment, then looks at me. "Oh, what's your name?" she asks. I smile and say, "My name is Jack." I look around and find a small table near the window. I sit down, take a deep breath, and look at my coffee. It has a beautiful design on top, made with milk foam. "Wow, this looks amazing," I say to myself. I take my first sip. The coffee is warm and creamy. It tastes perfect. "Ah, this is exactly what I needed," I whisper with a smile. While drinking my coffee, I take out my notebook and write a few sentences. I ordered a cappuccino in English today. The cashier was very friendly. I listened to real English conversations in the cafe. I read my sentences aloud, practicing my pronunciation. Speaking English every day, even in small moments like this, helps me improve. After finishing my coffee, I check the time. "Oh, it's already 10:30 a.m. Time to continue my day," I say. I stand up, take my empty cup to the trash bin, and wave goodbye to the cashier. "Goodbye, have a nice day," she says. "Thank you. You too," I reply. I walk out of the cafe feeling happy. I just used English in a real situation. Every small conversation helps me become more confident. As I walk down the street, I smile and think, what's my next English challenge today? After enjoying my coffee at the cafe, I decide to take a walk in the park. The sun is shining, the air is fresh, and I feel relaxed. I love coming to the park because it's peaceful and I can practice my English by talking to people. As I enter the park, I see people doing different activities. Some are jogging, some are sitting on benches reading books, and some are walking their dogs. Children are playing on the swings, laughing and running around. The sound of birds chirping makes the park feel even more beautiful. I take a deep breath and say to myself, "Ah, what a wonderful day." I start walking slowly, enjoying the view. As I walk past a fountain, I notice a man standing near a map. He looks confused. He is holding a phone in one hand and a small backpack on his shoulders. I realize that he is a tourist. He looks around, then looks at the map again. He scratches his head and sighs. Where is this place?" he says quietly to himself. I think for a moment and say to myself, this is a great chance to practice my English. I should help him. I walk up to him with a friendly smile and say, "Hello, do you need some help?" The tourist looks at me with relief and smiles. "Oh, yes, please. I'm a little lost. I'm looking for the city museum. Do you know where it is?" he asks. I nod and reply, "Yes, the city museum is not far from here." He looks happy and says, "Oh, great. Can you tell me how to get there?" I take a moment to think, then I say, "Sure. It's very easy. First, go straight on this path." I point in the direction of the main park entrance. Walk past the fountain and keep going straight until you see the big gate. The tourist listens carefully and nods. Okay. I walk straight past the fountain until I see the gate. "Yes, that's right," I say with a smile. "When you reach the gate, turn left. Turn left after the gate. Got it, he repeats. Then, walk for about 5 minutes. You will see a big white building with a blue sign. That is the city museum. The tourist smiles and says, Ah, a white building with a blue sign. Okay, thank you so much. I nod and add, You're welcome. If you get confused, you can ask someone, Excuse me, where is the city museum? People here are very friendly. The tourist laughs and says, That's a good tip. I will remember that. Before leaving, the tourist looks at me and says, By the way, your English is really good. Are you from here? I smile and reply, Thank you. No, I'm not a native speaker, but I practice English every day. After enjoying my coffee at the cafe, I decide to take a walk in the park. The sun is shining, the air is fresh, and I feel relaxed. I love coming to the park because it's peaceful, and I can practice my English by talking to people. The trees are tall and green, and the sound of birds singing makes everything feel calm. As I enter the park, I see people doing different activities. Some people are jogging, others are sitting on benches reading books, and some are walking their dogs. Children are playing on the swings, laughing and running around. There is also a small lake where people are feeding ducks. The park is full of life, and I enjoy watching everyone. I take a deep breath and say to myself, Ah, what a wonderful day. I start walking slowly, enjoying the view. The soft breeze touches my face, and I feel happy. Walking in the park is a great way to relax and clear my mind. As I walk past a fountain, I notice a man standing near a map. He looks confused. He is holding a phone in one hand and a small backpack on his shoulders. I realize that he is a tourist. He keeps looking at the map and then looking around, as if he is trying to find something. He scratches his head and sighs. Where is this place? He says quietly to himself. He looks worried. I understand how he feels, because I have also been lost in new places before. I think for a moment and say to myself, This is a great chance to practice my English. I should help him. I walk up to him with a friendly smile and say, Hello, do you need some help? The tourist looks at me with relief and smiles. Oh, yes, please, I'm a little lost. I'm looking for the city museum. Do you know where it is? He asks. I nod and reply, Yes. The city museum is not far from here. I can see that he is happy to hear this. He looks at me and says, Oh, great. Can you tell me how to get there? I take a moment to think. Then I say, Sure. It's very easy. First, go straight on this path. I point in the direction of the main park entrance. Walk past the fountain and keep going straight until you see the big gate. The tourist listens carefully and nods. Okay. I walk straight past the fountain until I see the gate. He repeats the direction to make sure he understands. Yes, that's right, I say with a smile. When you reach the gate, turn left. Turn left after the gate. Got it, he repeats. Then, walk for about 5 minutes. You will see a big white building with a blue sign. That is the city museum, I explain. The tourist smiles and says, Ah! A white building with a blue sign. Okay. Thank you so much. I nod and add, You're welcome. If you get confused, you can ask someone, Excuse me, where is the city museum? People here are very friendly. The tourist laughs and says, That's a good tip. I will remember that. Before leaving, The tourist looks at me and says, "By the way, your English is really good. Are you from here?" I smile and reply, "Thank you. No, I'm not a native speaker, but I practice English every day." He nods and says, "That's amazing. I'm trying to learn English too. It's not easy." I laugh and say, "Yes, learning a new language takes time, but practice makes perfect." He smiles and nods. "You're right. Thank you again for your help. Have a great day." "You too. Enjoy your visit," I reply. The tourist waves goodbye and walks in the direction I told him. I watch him go and feel proud. I just used my English to help someone. It feels great to communicate with people in English. As I continue my walk, I think about what just happened. Giving directions in English was easier than I thought. I remind myself of the key phrases I used. Go straight, walk forward, walk past, go by something. Turn left, change direction to the left. Turn right, change direction to the right. It's near. It is close to a place. It's far from here. It is not close. I repeat these phrases in my head and smile. Every small conversation helps me improve my English. I feel more confident, and I know that with practice, I will get even better. I keep walking through the park, enjoying the moment. Who knows? Maybe I will have another chance to practice English before the day ends. After a long and interesting day, I finally return home. The sun is setting, and the sky is painted with beautiful shades of orange and pink. I take off my shoes, put my bag on the table, and stretch my arms. Ah, what a day, I say to myself. I feel tired but happy because I had a great time practicing my English today. I walk to the kitchen and pour myself a glass of water. As I drink, I think about everything that happened today, ordering coffee at the cafe, walking in the park, and helping a tourist with directions. I used English so many times today. I smile, feeling proud of myself. Every little step is helping me become more confident in speaking English. After resting for a few minutes, I decide to practice my English even more. Learning English does not stop when I leave the cafe or the park. I can practice at home too. One of the best ways to improve my English is by watching English videos. It helps me learn new words, improve my listening skills, and understand how native speakers talk. I take my phone and open YouTube. There are so many videos to choose from. Some are about grammar, some teach vocabulary, and others are just fun conversations in English. I decide to watch a video called Learn English with Daily Conversations. The title looks interesting, and I know it will help me improve. I press play, and the video starts. Two people are having a conversation in English. They are talking about their day, just like I do. I listen carefully. At first, some words sound difficult, but I don't worry. I know that if I listen more, I will understand better. I hear a new word. Exhausted. One person says, "I had a long day." I'm exhausted. I pause the video and think, exhausted? What does that mean? I check the subtitles and see that exhausted means very tired. Ah, that's a useful word. I feel exhausted right now. I laugh and repeat the word a few times. Ex-house Ted, exhausted. I am exhausted. I say it slowly, then faster. Repeating new words helps me remember them better. I continue watching the video. The two speakers are using many common phrases in their conversation. Instead of just listening, I decide to repeat after them. When they say, "How was your day?" I pause the video and say the same sentence. How was your day? I try to copy their pronunciation and tone. Speaking out loud helps me sound more natural. The video ends, but I am not finished yet. Now it's time to test myself. I close my eyes and try to remember some words and phrases from the video. Exhausted equals very tired. How was your day? A common way to ask about someone's day, it was great. A simple way to answer, I take a notebook and write these words down. Writing helps me remember better. I also write an example sentence for each word. Learning new words is good, but using them in sentences is even better. I check the time. It's getting late, but I feel happy because I learned something new today. Before going to bed, I give myself one more challenge. I try to think in English. Instead of saying, "I am tired, I should sleep." In my native language, I say it in English. I am exhausted, I should go to bed. I smile. Little by little, I am improving. Every day, I use English more and more. Watching videos, listening, repeating, writing. These small habits make a big difference. Before turning off the lights, I say to myself, tomorrow, I will learn even more. And with that thought, I close my eyes and fall asleep, ready for another day of learning English. As I lie in bed, I think about my day. From the moment I woke up in the morning until now, I used English in so many ways. I wasn't just studying English, I was living it. In the morning, I spoke English while describing my daily routine. I used simple sentences to talk about brushing my teeth, making breakfast, and getting ready for the day. These small habits help me think in English naturally. At the cafe, I practiced speaking English while ordering coffee. It was a simple conversation, but every time I talk to someone in English, I feel more confident. Even if I make mistakes, I remind myself that it's okay. The important thing is to try. Then, at the park, I had a chance to help a lost tourist. I used English to give directions, and it felt amazing to communicate with someone from another country. I learned new words like go straight, turn left, and walk past. This experience showed me that English is not just a subject, it's a tool that connects people. Finally, in the evening, I watched English videos to improve my listening and speaking skills. I learned new words like exhausted, practiced repeating sentences, and even wrote them down in my notebook. Every little effort helps me improve step by step. Now, as I close my eyes, I feel proud. I didn't just sit in a classroom and memorize words. I used English in real-life situations. I practiced, I spoke, I listened, and I learned. And I know that if I keep going, I will get better every single day. Learning English is not just about studying grammar and vocabulary, it's about using it in daily life. You don't have to live in an English-speaking country to practice. There are so many ways to improve. Talk about your daily routine in English, even if you are alone. Order food or coffee in English, even if it's just practice at home. Watch videos, listen to conversations, and repeat sentences. Write new words in a notebook and use them in your own sentences. Every time you use English, you are making progress. Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes mean you are learning. Keep practicing, keep trying, and don't give up. One day, you will look back and realize how far you have come. Believe in yourself and keep going. Your English journey is just beginning.